And I'm here on a mission of mercy. Money's out there, you pick it up, it's yours. You don't, I got no sympathy for you. Do I have your attention? Do I have your attention? Put that coffee down. Put that coffee down. That's my name. That's my name.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
Only one thing counts in this life. Get them to sign on the line which is dotted.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Monday. It's time for another episode of Monday Motivation. So you may notice I'm in a little bit of a different surrounding than most weeks. Most weeks I am sitting in my home office. This Monday, I am coming to you from one of my most favorite coffee shops here in the Buckhead area of Atlanta, Georgia. I am at Dancing Goats Coffee. So if you happen to be somewhere near here and you want to go check in with your boy, come on down here. I'll be here for a little bit. That's kind of one of the first things I want to talk to you guys about today. So why am I here, as opposed to being in my office? For me, this is one of my favorite places to be at some point during the week because I love the energy that I get from here, right? There are people coming and going. It's a real business community sort of environment, right? I don't talk to people. It's not like Cheers. Everyone doesn't know my name when I walk in here, but the vibe, the energy is what I love. That vibe helps to keep me juiced up. I'm one of these guys I'm a city guy, right? I love the vibe, the city vibe. I love the business energy that I get from cities. So I will oftentimes, whether I'm here in Atlanta or I'm in other cities, I will go to coffee shops that are in areas where that vibe is there because I want that energy. So I'm sharing that with you guys this morning. First, because this is where I'm at for Monday Motivation, but secondly, because you really got to think about that when you're thinking about your success this week and beyond. Think about, whether you're putting yourself in the best position, the best environment to be successful, right? They say we're all products of our environment, and that is absolutely true. So, for a lot of us, we're sitting in our home offices and maybe they're a little bit untidy like mine can get, or it's a little dark in there, whatever it is. You just got to be more intentional about the environment that we put ourselves in order to achieve the levels of success that we want. So when I'm here, it gets me jacked up, gets me focused. It's crazy. Like for a lot of people to get focused, they got to go to libraries, right? They got to go where it's quiet. They got to go to a Starbucks where nobody's talking. No, I need that energy. That's what gets me focused. So I know that about myself. And a big part of being successful in sales and businesses in life is Knowing thyself, know thyself. And when you know and are comfortable with who you are, well, then you can be far more intentional about the things that you do in your life, the positions that you put yourself in, to better put yourself, again, in a position to where you can be most successful. So that's the first thing I want to share with you guys this week. Think about the physical places that you put yourself in, and think about if it's contributing to your success or if it's not, right? And so my wife, she's one of these ones that needs like quiet focus. So this doesn't work for her for working. For me, it does. It juices me up. And for a lot of you salespeople, I would encourage you guys, get into environments like this more. Ever since the pandemic, and so many of you started working from home full time, and that most of you still working from home full time, we're lacking that social interaction. We're lacking that social energy that we get from others. I'm not just talking about going out and having drinks with people or entertaining. I'm talking about during the workday. Water cooler talk was not overrated. It actually served a purpose. Water cooler, and this is something that I learned probably 13 years ago, guys, when I started a company with the focus of being fully virtual. I learned through that what we were missing and was that socialization, and that it actually mattered, especially in sales. They needed to have some of that water cooler talk. They needed to shoot the breeze with folks. All right. It gave them the right vibe, the right energy, and allow them to recharge their batteries, because you can't just keep going prospecting all damn day and taking all that negativity that can come with prospecting, right? All the no's. You need an outlet. You need people to help recharge your batteries. So I want to encourage you guys, put yourself in those sorts of environments, especially salespeople. Find some communal environments this week that, where you can charge your batteries. All right, so we're coming live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, doing what we do, Monday Motivation every week. This is my way of putting some good energy out there into the world, helping you guys get started on Monday, which I believe is the most important day of the business week. The most important day of the business week, because this is when it all starts. And if you start it right, man, it's all downhill from here. I got to say what's up to my guy, Tracy. Tracy says he has a satellite office at a local Starbucks. Good to see you, my guy. All right, so that's the first thing. Next thing I want to talk about this morning. So I dropped a post that a lot of you guys did not see, because it was exclusively on the Channel Partners or Channel Futures private group. And I'll probably release this same post at some point on my main profile, but I wanted to share it on the Channel Futures / Channel Partners group for a particular reason, because they have that industry of which I am a part of has a big issue with what it is that I'm about to talk about. All right, so here it is. Salespeople, business people, we've all heard this. People buy from people they like. How many of you heard that? How many of you believe that? Okay. People buy from people they like. So here's what I said. I said, I wish we could strike that from the whole sales vernacular. I wish we could strike that whole saying, because I feel that it has poisoned the well. It is hurting us more than it is helping us at this point. There's a reason why I posted this in the Channel Futures group in particular, and I'll tell you guys why in a minute. So hear me out. And you might not agree with me 100%. That's okay. I just want to agitate your brain. I have seen so often that sellers and business leaders, we are so committed to being liked that we forget to bring value, and we are not respected. Hear me out on this. So I see this especially in the technology channel, where there's just so much entertaining going on, so much, hey, like me, I want to be your friend, and not enough of real value being brought. Sellers that aren't focused enough on providing solutions and making impact in people's businesses, their customers' businesses or their partner's business. They're more focused on come hang out with me at baseball games and be my friend. Here's the thing about that. Here's the truth about being liked in sales and in business. Being liked could get you a sale. Being valued, being respected will get you lots of sales. It will help you to build a career. It will help you to build a successful business. So what I'm trying to tell folks is that being liked is cool. Sure, that's going to help you to do business. I'm not saying go be an asshole to people. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying we are so hyper focused on that, and that has made everything else secondary. And it shouldn't be that way. If you want to build a successful business long term, I'm talking about you entrepreneurs, I'm talking to you sellers, it has to be here first. I'm gonna give you guys a little story of valued versus liked. So 10-ish years ago, we had an issue at our house. One of the toilet in my daughter's room would just constantly have an issue where it was like over flooding. I couldn't figure out what the heck, why. Had my little snake, I'm plunging it, and it just wasn't, I couldn't figure it out. So, we called this plumber guy. Plumber guy comes out. He was the one guy that he came immediately out. Everyone else was charging they wanted to charge like $300-400 for a visit. He was like $200. Came out, knocked that bad boy out. So he knocked it out, cleaned it, toilet's going good, and we're happy. 3-4 weeks later, it's happening again. Shit, I'm trying to fix it. I'm plunging, can't fix it. Call this guy. He's out. He comes out right on out, knocks it out, and clears it up. It happened again. Guys, this happened about 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5 times. Here's the thing. I didn't like him. I mean, there wasn't anything special about him that made me really love this guy. But I respected the hell out of him because the value that he brought to me. He came out when he did the job. Gave me a very fair price for doing the job. He was dependable. He was trustworthy. He was reliable. And then I learned, hey, after 3-4 visits, we had good conversations, and I learned to like this guy. I'm like, oh, he's a pretty cool dude. I didn't buy from him because he was a cool dude. I bought from him because he was able to address a need that I had, and he did that for a fair price. That's why I came back, and then I became an advocate of him because of now I got to know him a little bit better, and it just exploded from there. But it started the right way. It started because I respected him and I trusted him. Now let me tell you the reverse. If I had somebody that came out and charged me $400, and it was the nicest guy ever, and maybe I had cracked a beer with him, but then I found out that he wasn't doing a really good job, and that I could get the job done for like half the price somewhere else. Do you think I'm going to keep doing business with that guy? No. I'm not. Doesn't matter how much I liked him, right? Because he wasn't bringing the same level or a level of value, and it wasn't really built upon business respect. It was just, I like the guy. So like is fleeting. Like is fleeting. This is what I want people to know. And so again, to be clear, I am not saying that you shouldn't want to have your customers like you. Sure, you should, but at the end of the day, it's much more valuable and much more important to your business that they respect you and they believe that you bring value to them, not just that they like you. So I'm telling you guys all this story. The reason why I posted in the technology channel group and not on my overall profile, but I probably will, is because in that world, it is a world full of entertainment. Those of you that are in that know that. These salespeople, channel managers, partner development managers, salespeople, they spend a whole lot of time and a whole lot of money entertaining people. And a small percentage of them are actually great at support and helping people to build their businesses. But the vast majority, and it's not all their fault because they're brought into this environment. They're brought into this world where that is normal. And so they spend a lot of time trying to be liked. but not a lot of time bringing value and making real impact in people's businesses. All right, so let's see what's going on. Let's check in. Big G. Big G's checking in. He says he agrees 100%. You know what? If you want to end up on my stream, that's how you do. Just, just tell me you agree with me. Tell me I'm right. I'm just joking, but it certainly doesn't hurt if you agree with what I'm saying. And again, for those of you that don't agree with me 100%, it's okay. I am just hoping that something that I say helps to agitate your brain a little bit. I don't ask anyone to agree with me. I ask you to be open minded, and follow this philosophy that I've learned to follow over the years, which is I don't need to be right. I have to get it right. And if I'm committed to getting it right, then I have to be okay with challenging what I think to be right. Okay? All right. And that goes in this case too. You guys want to challenge me? I'm done. I'm down with it. Okay. Let's see. Catherine says, I have never believed that saying. I know a lot of very successful stuff. Catherine, you are 100% right. And thank you for saying that. I've said that in the past. I said, listen, some of the most successful salespeople that I know are not very likable. They're not. There's this notion that you have to be really charismatic to be a successful salesperson, and some of the most successful people I know, they are not charismatic. They're not. Um, they're not necessarily well liked, but they are well respected because they understand how to diagnose problems. They understand how to create solutions, and they understand how to make sure those solutions get delivered. So too often people rely so much on their charisma, their ability to speak well or whatever, and that's what gets them through. However, the problem in that is that does not help you with building long-term success, because you'll find a lot of those folks, they're job hopping. They don't have relationships that endure because they're this guy on the front end, but on the back end, they're not taking care of people, right? All right, nice ad, Catherine. Let's see what Tracy's saying. Tracy's saying says value is everything. It's the reason people call you back. You must have something to offer to have consistent sales. Man, 100%. 100%. This morning I was on a call. I'm going to share this with you guys. This morning I was on a consulting call, one of my longtime clients. Okay, I've been working with these great group of guys. I've been working with these guys for 2 years now. And I told them, as they had just released a new product, and they have this new customer they just finished this project with. In fact, that customer's coming in tomorrow to where they're going to present the kind of the final part of this project. And I said, listen, now that you've done it, you're delivering the project, and they're going to no doubt be stoked. They're going to be excited. I said, at that moment, now is the time when you get the endorsement and everything. So I said, I want you guys to get an endorsement, and I want you to ask for referrals. Here's why this matters to what you're saying, Tracy, is that oftentimes in sales and business, what we do is we look to get endorsements, we look to get referrals and all those things before we've done anything, before we've brought the real value. You hear what I'm saying, sellers? Because I know you guys are doing it. Like you sell something and immediately you say, hey, Ronell, thanks for your business. Hey, do you know 3 people that I can help? You know a couple people that I can sell something? I'm like, bro, you haven't done anything yet. So what I told my clients, people that work with me, I said, listen, we prepare, but we don't ask for anything until we've brought the value, until we've done our job. Then when we've done our job and they're stoked, it's a great moment of high affinity. A moment of high affinity, that's when we go in immediately and we ask for endorsements, we ask for referrals. And that's what the guidance that I've given them is, hey, listen, when she sees all of this stuff, she's going to be stoked, she's going to be excited, she's going to be happy. And that at that moment, that is when you go in for that endorsement and you go in for referrals immediately. Again, moments of high affinity. Let's see what else is going on here. Thank you, Tracy. All right, so that's really what I got for you guys this morning. You know, this isn't like Ronell runs his mouth for an hour, unless it goes an hour sometimes. But that's not what it's really about. It's about 15 to 30 minutes of hopefully something that is inspirational, motivational, educational, in the sense that maybe it challenges something that you some preconceived notions that you already had, and get you started off on the right foot. That's what we want to do on Monday. That's what I want to do. That's the objective of this thing. That's why I take time out of my week every week for this. All right, for those of you that tell you what's going on here. Let me think. Let me think. Well, first, get the book. If you haven't got the book, get the book. If you don't read books, great. It's an audio. Go get the audio book. And if you have done that and you dig it, please make sure that you give me a review. Go to Amazon, give me the 5 stars, all that good stuff. I appreciate that. Um, Audiobook as well. Podcast, we have a new episode this week out featuring John Barrows of JB Cells. I'm sorry, Sell Better by JB Cells. So it's a great episode. So make sure you check that bad boy out. And what else? Oh yeah, I did. We've just opened up some hours on my schedule every week. So for those of you that are looking for like a one-time, individual consult, we've got that available. There's some posts on my LinkedIn profile where that link is there. So go back, check that out, and you can book one of those. Um, if for companies that are looking for some guidance in terms from a sales and marketing strategy, channel strategy, there's some posts back there as well. We'll post something today. Look at my LinkedIn profile on my posts, and you'll see some links to how you can apply for that. And that's it. Channel Partners next week. If you're going to be at the Channel Partners Conference, I will be there. I will be there. It'll be a great time. I'll be there for a few days. So if you see me, please come say hi. I may not see you because I'm a tunnel vision guy. It's not because I'm not trying to see you. It's just I only see like what's in front of me. It's kind of how I'm wired. So if you see me, please come say hello. I'd appreciate that. And if you've read the book, bring your book. I'll sign it for you. Or if you have a copy you want me to sign. All right, guys, have a fantastic Monday. Thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate you. We'll see you next week.